A gemstone is hidden inside a Christmas goose. A stolen gemstone, one of the most valuable jewels in all of England. The police have no idea where it is, but Sherlock Holmes is about to find out. This is The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle. It is the day after Christmas. London is cold and grey. Snow sits on the rooftops. The streets are quiet. The celebrations are over. Watson arrives at Baker Street. He knocks on the door. He walks up the stairs. Holmes is sitting by the fire. In his hand is an old, dirty, worn-out hat. Holmes turns the hat slowly. He looks at every part of it. The top. The inside. The brim. Watson sits down and watches. Holmes begins to speak. The man who owned this hat was once rich, but now he is poor. He drinks too much. His wife is not happy with him. Watson stares at the hat, then at Holmes. How can you possibly know all of that? Holmes smiles. It is all here, in the hat. Holmes explains how the hat arrived at Baker Street. On Christmas morning, a man named Peterson was walking home. He saw a fight break out in the street. A tall man was being attacked by a group of rough men. In the confusion, the tall man dropped his hat. He also dropped a large Christmas goose. He ran away into the dark. The rough men ran away too. Peterson was left alone in the empty street, with a hat and a goose. Peterson took the goose home for his family's Christmas dinner. He brought the hat to Holmes. Holmes kept the hat to study. Everyone went home. The story seemed finished. It was not. The next morning, Peterson runs back to Baker Street. He is out of breath. His face is pale. He opens his hand. Inside is a brilliant blue gemstone. His wife found it inside the goose. She was preparing the bird for cooking. She put her hand inside and pulled out the stone. Cold, hard, brilliant blue. Holmes takes the stone and holds it up to the light. It glitters in the firelight. Holmes recognizes it immediately. This is the Blue Carbuncle, stolen from the Hotel Cosmopolitan just days ago. And a man named John Horner is already in prison for the theft. Holmes sends Peterson to return the stone to the police. Then he sits down by the fire. He picks up the hat again. He has one question. How did a stolen jewel get inside a Christmas goose? Holmes places an advertisement in the newspaper. Found one Christmas goose. Come to Baker Street to collect it. He folds the newspaper. He sits back, and he waits. The next day, a man knocks on the door of Baker Street. His name is Henry Baker. He is tall. His coat is old and thin. His shoes are worn through. He is the man from the hat. Holmes gives Baker a new goose. He asks a few simple questions. Where did you get your original goose? From a man at the Alpha Inn, says Baker. He thanks Holmes and leaves. He knows nothing about any gemstone. He is completely innocent. Holmes puts on his coat. Watson does the same. They go out into the cold London streets. Their breath makes small clouds in the winter air. They are going to the Alpha Inn. The landlord of the Alpha Inn tells them everything. He ran a goose club. Every week, his customers paid a small amount of money. At Christmas, each person received a goose in return. He bought his geese from a seller in Covent Garden Market. Holmes writes down the name. Holmes and Watson walk through Covent Garden Market. It is busy and loud. Traders are selling vegetables and fruit and birds. Holmes finds the goose seller. He asks his questions. The geese came from a woman named Mrs. Oakshott. Holmes has the address. The trail is getting shorter, but before Holmes can leave the market, he notices another man. The man is also asking about the geese. His voice is urgent. His hands are moving nervously. His eyes keep looking around. Holmes watches him carefully. The nervous man argues with the goose seller. The argument gets louder. Holmes steps forward. He introduces himself. He says he can help. The nervous man stops. He looks at Holmes. He gives his name. James Ryder, head attendant at the Hotel Cosmopolitan. Holmes brings Ryder back to Baker Street. He closes the door. He pulls the blue carbuncle from his pocket. He places it on the table between them. Ryder sees the stone. His face goes completely white. His legs begin to shake. He falls back into the chair. Holmes sits across from him and waits. The fire crackles. The room is silent. And then Ryder begins to talk, quietly at first, then faster. Then everything comes out. Ryder stole the carbuncle from the hotel. He worked with a woman named Catherine Cusack. Together, they put the blame on an innocent man, a plumber named John Horner. Horner was arrested. Horner went to prison for a crime he did not commit. Ryder ran to his sister's farm with the stone. He needed to hide it quickly. He pushed it down the throat of one of her geese. He marked the bird so he could find it again. He planned to come back for it later. But when he returned, his sister had already sold the geese. All of them, including the one with the stone inside. Ryder slides off the chair. He is on his knees on the floor. He is crying. "Please," he says, "please do not send me to prison. Think of my mother. Think of my father. It will destroy them." Holmes stands up slowly. He walks to the door. He opens it. "Get out," he says. Ryder stares at him. He cannot believe what he is hearing. "Go," says Holmes, "and do not do this again." Ryder stumbles out into the cold London street and disappears into the night. Watson looks at Holmes. There is an innocent man in prison, and you just let the guilty one walk free. Holmes closes the door. John Horner will be released, he says. Without Ryder's testimony, the case against him collapses. Ryder made a terrible mistake, but he is not a dangerous man. And it is Christmas. Holmes sits back down by the fire. He picks up his pipe. Watson sits across from him. The room is warm. Outside London is cold and dark. The case is closed. A stolen jewel found inside a goose. An innocent man freed from prison. A guilty man given one more chance. And Sherlock Holmes sitting quietly by the fire on a cold December night. This is the adventure of the Blue Carbuncle. I'm Zoey. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.